Minecraft's survival mode has been receiving consistent updates since its first alpha build in 2009. For 15 years, Mojang has kindly blessed us with free update after free update. But the update people seem to want the most also seems to be on Mojang's back burner. Considering the last time Mojang updated the end dimension was nearly a decade ago, and with both of the other dimensions receiving updates that completely overhauled each of them, it seems that an end update must be coming soon. While I do believe this is good news, and I'm very excited about the possibility of new content for the end, I also think that Minecraft's end update should be the last of its kind. Now, I am certainly not in the camp that believes Minecraft is a dying game. In fact, I believe quite the opposite. If anything, Minecraft could be on the precipice of a new golden age. I'm very optimistic about the future of the game, but there's a big asterisk next to that optimism. There appears to be a disconnect between Mojang and their player base, a gaping chasm that has led to fans calling the developers lazy and the executives of the company out of touch. No other examples make this point as clear as the Minecraft movie teaser trailer. Since the movie isn't out as of the time of writing this video, I can't cast full judgment on the film yet, but the trailer looks a bit childish and cringy, which isn't a good look for the game. And even though the second trailer did help with many people's perception of the movie, there are still tons of people who feel the target audience appears to be primarily children, and that the writing feels very out of touch with its true audience. Personally, I don't believe Mojang is lazy or out of touch, but I do believe the root cause of the disconnect between the fans and the devs can be traced back to money. Minecraft is a product. Mojang is a business owned by Microsoft. It's not hard to extrapolate that they want to make money. A business that isn't profitable isn't going to stay in business for very long. But as the best-selling game of all time, Minecraft is in no danger of not being profitable. The real problem is that at a certain point, you hit a ceiling on the number of new copies of Minecraft that you can sell. Eventually, they won't be able to sell more new copies of the game because everybody who wants Minecraft will already own it. And the only way to sell more would be if there were some way to make new human beings. The reason Minecraft's marketing has been so childish lately is because kids are slowly becoming the only demographic of gamers that haven't already owned Minecraft for the past 10 years, because many of them are not even 10 years old yet. To make matters worse, because Mojang doesn't make money off of the free updates, it benefits them to release as few and as small of updates as possible in order to save on company resources that can be put towards efforts that actually do make money. But they can't abandon the updates entirely, or the player base will believe the game is dead and leave in droves. Essentially, I believe that the updates to Minecraft are currently viewed internally as nothing more than advertising, and Mojang's real goal is the marketplace. So, the main way that Mojang makes money now is by selling Minecoins and marketplace add-ons to literal iPad kids who aren't the original Java Edition fans from 2009 or the Legacy Console Edition fans from 2013. The real issue with the current update cycle for Minecraft is that if you don't generate revenue, you don't matter. While you and I are over here scratching our heads wondering why Mojang can't keep up with an individual mod developer capable of adding all 3 mob vote mobs in a single day, the answer was staring us in the face the whole time. While mod developers can focus on what they're passionate about, Mojang's staff are too busy working on another doomed to fail spin-off game to fully focus on the next game drop. Mojang isn't lazy, they just have a different goal than you. Ironically, the only reason the Bedrock Marketplace makes any money at all is because Bedrock is the only version of the game on consoles and mobile devices. So the marketplace is the only avenue to get extra content like texture packs, mods, downloadable maps, or even player skins on those platforms. To make matters worse, the marketplace is abhorrently greedy and scummy. Much of the content on the marketplace is either stolen or breaks the EULA in other ways, prices are downright sinful at times, and the user interface is laden with dark patterns that attempt to trick you into making purchases with either misleading or limited information, or that you didn't intend to make in the first place. All that, in addition to the fact that the exact same style of content is available completely for free on Java Edition, makes the entire Bedrock Marketplace feel icky. I'm not certain this is all directly Mojang's fault though, whether it's the work of shady marketplace partners, the mandate of some higher up at Microsoft, or an in-house decision at Mojang. Whatever it is, it's a terrible look for PR. And as long as Mojang's monetization strategy is tied to paid DLC, the main updates will never be anything more than an afterthought for the developers. Even if the devs want to make it their main priority, growing their income year after year will always be Microsoft's shareholders' first goal. When I say Minecraft's end update should be the last of its kind, I don't mean that Mojang should abandon the game. I mean that it should be the last time that Mojang makes an update as their obligation to keep the game alive. Moving forward into the future, updates should be their main source of income and therefore their main priority. Which means we need to do the impossible. Find a way for Mojang to make money from free updates. Realistically, Mojang will not want to try risking out an untested monetization strategy. So instead of starting from scratch, we'll build on a monetization strategy that they're already using and improve it. Right now, the main other monetization method Minecraft has is the Realm subscription, which unsurprisingly is severely lacking. All you get is a server limited to yourself and 2 other players. Yep, that's it. Realms Plus gives you up to 10 players, but unless you care about the marketplace crap that comes with it, that's all. So yeah, it's gonna need to be completely reworked. Mojang used to be an indie studio, so I personally feel that their monetization method should feel kind of indie. To revamp the service, we'll need to rebrand the subscription to Minecraft Gold, Emerald, and we'll add a tier called Diamond. Each tier will continue to grant access to the realm, but the Diamond tier will include a server with no player cap. However, the server aspect of the subscription will become a secondary selling point. To reward players for choosing to support the game, paid supporters would be granted a rank that upgrades your name tag to the color that associates with your subscription tier. And while this may be a bit controversial, I think a cape for each tier would also be a good benefit. Updates would continue to be free, and the feedback page would stay operational and hopefully revamped for a better user experience so that the entire community could still be capable of influencing the future of the game, but as an added benefit, paying supporters could have their accounts granted a priority status for feedback they give or vote on. This would mean that features, bugs, or update ideas voted on by Minecraft Gold members would be more likely to be considered for development first. Paying supporters make the game possible, so they deserve the first say in the game's future. To further encourage Minecraft's multiplayer appeal, a first-party server list would also be developed, bolstering the prestige of having a rank, and revenue sharing could allow for servers to receive pay for nothing more than simply having high playtime. Additionally, Gold members would also receive priority status when joining servers with a queue, thus giving them a shorter wait and a better quality online experience. The main draw for players to join should be as a way for them to support the game because they want to, like a Patreon membership. Instead of paying for cosmetic items or locking mods behind a paywall, players can support the game because they love it. Memberships would be an optional way to pay for the updates that you want, if you want. Mojang would then be directly motivated to make updates that make the most people happy, as having a positive and transparent relationship with the fans will lead to more paying supporters. And if players need more convincing to join, there is nothing stopping Mojang from adding more new perks to the subscription at any time. With this style of monetization, Mojang would be free to make updates and design features based on what is actually best for the game. Mojang could finally fix their optimization issues rather than relying on everyone to download performance mods like Sodium, Bobby, Optifine, and Distant Horizons, and the multitude of parity issues between Java and Bedrock could be addressed in a way that makes fans happy. Perhaps even a first-party solution for crossplay between Java and Bedrock could be developed so that servers could host players of both versions of the game, something that's already possible through third parties but for some reason doesn't have official support. Just imagine how incredible a complete creative mode overhaul would be. Tools for map building, mod developing, mini-game designing, and server hosting could all be made first-party and in an accessible way so that players don't have to rely on mods like World Edit or Axiom to even play creative mode, or be forced to boot up other programs like Blockbench to make new models or textures. The result would be that Minecraft's end update would be the last of its kind, the end of an era, but the start of a new one, where Mojang listens to their fans and quits pandering to little kids who've stolen their parents' credit cards. But I want to know what you think. If you like this idea, give this video a like, and I'll see you in the next video.